Hi, welcome. This is a multi-level vinyasa flow style practice. It's another class that I'm streaming while we are all practicing our social distancing and staying safe and healthy at home. Hopefully you enjoy. Take care of yourself, modify, rest, do what you gotta do. So sit, find a seat. I'm gonna use a blanket and a block. If you have a blanket, it doesn't have to be a yoga blanket, it can be a neatly folded blanket. It's great to sit on. And look at your hips up. Gets you out of the lower back, gets you out of the hips a little bit. Can be a great place to start. So sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. Start to feel your shoulders, let them release down, back, and apart, like you're broadening across the collarbones and broadening across the upper back. Root your seat, those two pointy bones at the base of the pelvis. Feel them grounding down as you lift and lengthen up through the crown of the head. Imagine your head is like a hot air balloon that's just floating up toward the sky. I'm trying to find a bit of space and lightness in your seat. And begin to deepen your breath if you haven't already. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Possibly ujjayi breath, that slight constriction in the back of the throat, the act of whispering. You can feel that ocean wave-like sound in the breath, giving you an auditory focal point. Something yoga teaches us is about connection, and really about connecting to ourselves, connecting inside when the world gets crazy. But a lot of the yoga stuff that peppers in along that is how we're all interconnected. The world is interconnected, every single one of us. And something I like to think about, even though we're shut in our separate houses and we're connecting through the internet, we're still all connected through the breath, through this practice. And I think if this pandemic has taught us anything, the world is way smaller and way more connected than we've even realized how quickly something like this can move through. So take the good, you take the bad. We are all on this planet here connected together. So let's take that all in, one breath, one flow, one pose at a time this morning. And maybe imagine that you're sending some positive energy out to the other yogis out there in cyberspace, and feel that you are getting it back into this through this interconnected web that we're all sharing. And as you're ready, let's draw the palms together at the heart, or the chin down to the chest. Think of your interconnected network, not just in this yoga practice, but how we're all connected together in the world. And let's use that to send out some love and some positive energy this morning. And then from here, you can let the head rise up and let the eyes blink open. And again, good morning, welcome to your online yoga practice. Let's interlace the fingers from here and press the palms forward. Feel kind of a broadening of the back. Notice if the shoulders want to scrunch up or come too far forward, and see if you can draw them back and down. Keep the crown of the head lengthening, the back of the neck lengthening up and away from the shoulders. And then from there, keep your root and start to press the palms up. If you have to separate your hands or hold a strap or something, you can, but create some tension, like you're pulling apart, either through the fingertips or through some held item above your head. Pull apart as you broaden to the collarbones in the back. And you'll notice, if I'm not pulling apart, I feel a little more scrunchy around my ears. As I start to pull apart, I get a little bit more broadness. Seal the ribs in, reach up to the crown, root the sit bones. Take another inhale, press up. Then exhale, bring the right hand to the floor and reach up and over with the left. A little side bend. Think more up than over, right? So there's this extension from those left fingertips to the left sit bone. Really expand into that left side with your breath. Relax your jaw and your shoulders. And then from here, let's inhale back up and exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to the knee, left hand behind you, shoulders melting down. A little resistance back and down through the right sitting bone. Every inhale, grow tall. Every exhale, grow soft. Nice. Take another inhale here. And exhale, unwind your twist. Let's switch to cross the legs to balance out the hips here. Reroute those sitting bones, lengthen to the crown. Let's switch to the opposite, the awkward clasp with the fingers, and press forward again. Again, holding something, a strap, a sock, a towel, a necktie makes a great strap. So you have some kind of resistance to pull apart and lift up out of it. And then from there, press up. Pull apart just a little, gentle resistance. Seal the belly in, press up to the palms, up to the crown of the head, root down to the sit bones. Breathe just a couple rounds here. Think about lifting the pointer fingers up, the pinky fingers down a bit. Take another inhale. Exhale, left hand down, reach up and over with the right, root that sit bone, reach the fingers again, more up than over. Feel the side ribs, the side waist, feel that movement of your breath. And one of the things I like to do in that idea of getting that lifted, like instead of just leaning on my hand, I push away from the floor with my left hand to get more lift and space. And then on your next inhale, rise up, reach up, and twist the other way, to the right. So left hand, right knee, right hand behind the back, shoulders melt. Connect with that breath. Just feel that energy, that we are all breathing together. Just 2 more breaths here. And then carefully unwind that twist. And let's find our way to our first down dog. So if you're sitting on something, set that to the side. Hands at the front of your mat, shoulder width apart. And that idea of pulling apart that we had with our arms overhead in the beginning, think about that in your down dog. So I bring my hands down, and I almost am gently, not too much, but gently, like isometrically trying to pull my hands apart to get that broadening action across the chest and shoulders. And if you haven't already, curl the toes under, send the hips up to your down dog. Continue that pulling apart idea through the hands, this external rotation, the biceps spinning up toward the ceiling, and a broadening and space finding its way through the chest down to the upper back. And of course, curl the heels, shake up the head, right, feel your way into your dog. Play with it. Maybe we've been sitting more, maybe we've been moving less because we're stuck at home. Give yourself that, patience, because the body's going to be different. Maybe you're more stressed. I'm very, very, very stressed out with all this going on. So, notice how that's affecting the body, and then use your breath as a tool to try to just soften a little bit of that outer stuff. Nice. From your down dog, let's walk our hands back to the feet. All the way to the back of your mat. Keep a little bend in the knees. Let's grab your opposite elbows. Maybe give the head another yes and no, and the torso will sway. Just let the upper body go. So the knees are bent. We're taking that so it's not really in the hamstrings, and we're just letting the upper body go for a moment.
And then from here, release your arms, keep the knees bent, maybe bend them even more, and slowly, super slow, roll up to stand. You got 24 vertebrae, 24 mobile vertebrae to roll up through. 7 alone in the neck, so even rolling up the neck, dragging the chin kind of up the front of the chest, shoulders melting back and down. Awesome. Mountain pose, standing nice and tall. There's that root in the feet that lift up the crown of the head, and it's like you're lifting the back of your skull off of the shoulders. The chin drops slightly, and we're slightly driving the head just a touch back, like you're in your car, you're pressing into the headrest behind you, real gently. That should hopefully line up the neck really nice. And bring the palms together at the heart. Exhale here. Inhale, circle the arms, reach out, reach up. Exhale, flat back, hinge at the hips, dive into a forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need, especially early on. I always have to bend my knees. Inhale to a halfway position, flat back, shoulders roll back, pause here, lift the belly in. Actively press shins and hands into each other. You can even come higher up the legs if you like, maybe up to the thighs. Right, broaden the collarbone, separate through the shoulder blades a little bit. Take another big inhale, back of the neck long. Exhale, melt back into your fold. Let's reverse the dive. Inhale, hinge back up to stand like you're gathering energy. Exhale, hands to the heart like you're bringing that energy into your center. A couple more half flows. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, dive in, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Halfway, inhale, lengthen, even the weight in the heels and the balls of the feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stands. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, dive in. Follow your own pace. If you're slower or faster, that's all good. Inhale, flat back halfway, looking down, back of the neck is long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stands. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Let's walk to the front of your mat. Keep the feet about hip width apart, root down, find that mountain again. Find that lift the crown of the head, that length, the back and sides of the neck. Then exhale, palms together, let's flow a little more. Inhale, circle the arms, reach out, reach up. Exhale, flat back, hinge at the hips, dive into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, find length. Exhale, fold. Now, plant the hands about shoulder width apart underneath or right next to the feet, and step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Same idea of pulling the hands apart slightly, push the floor away. You feel your upper back doming, maybe slightly up toward the ceiling. Reach the tailbone, reach the heels back toward the back of the room. You can also bring the knees down for support here. That's a great place to be. And then the trickiest part of your plank is not to let the head fall forward. Can you keep the back of the neck long and press the back of the head gently up toward the ceiling? So we're not jutting the chin forward or scrunching it in. We're trying to create this space. Keep that space if you can. And exhale slowly to the ground, elbows hugging in toward the ribs. Can you resist the head's temptation to fall forward? Root the tops of your feet. Let's do this. Let's hook the thumbs behind the back, or grab if you've got a towel or something behind you. Spread the fingers, pull back to the fingers, root down to the feet, and squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other to start to broaden across the chest. Chin in slightly, looking down at the floor. So we're still creating and maintaining length to the back of the neck. Take another inhale. Exhale, release that. Hands come under the shoulders. Find your way back to down dog, maybe through hands and knees, maybe through plank. Couple breaths here. If you want to do some sighs, most of us are probably alone or just with a couple loved ones, so no one's going to judge you. Make some noise. I had to make some crazy noises because yesterday was stressful, man. Let's take another big inhale here. From here, exhale, look between the hands, bend your knees. You can walk, you can step, you can try to jump and float feet to hands. Inhale, next inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, so the arms rise up to stands. Exhale, palms together at the heart.
Inhale, reach out and up. We'll do it again. Exhale, dive in, forward fold. Follow that breath as best you can. Halfway up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands come down, step back to plank pose. Set up strong. Take a big inhale. Resist the head wanting to fall forward. Exhale, slowly to the ground. Hook the thumbs, opposite thumb on top, so the way you don't automatically go. And then peel the shoulders back. Press the head back without lifting the chin up. Root the feet, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. So we're using the upper back and shoulder muscles to open across the chest. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Hands down, come back to downward facing dog. Modified options, down dog doesn't work for everybody. Hands and knees works great, right? It's a great place to hang out. Child's pose, it looks like this if you need a deeper rest at any time, right? You can stay in down dog. Some people with wrist issues like to come down on the elbows and do a dolphin instead. We may play with that later. Uh-oh, foreshadowing. Let's do another round and let's smooth it out a little bit. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. You're gonna walk, you can step, maybe jump, feet to hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, dive in, forward fold. Halfway up, inhale, lengthen, broad collarbones, long neck. Exhale, fold, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Exhale, lower, come all the way down. Let's take it to a full cobra, so hands on the floor, little baby cobra. Hug the elbows into the sides, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other, then peel the heart forward. Chin in slightly, head presses back. So we're trying not to crane the neck. So you probably aren't going to be able to see me, right? Because you're not looking up at your screen. Look at the floor, one more inhale. Exhale, release, and press back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Find that space through the upper back and shoulders. Again, biceps spinning up toward the ceiling. And then think about extending through the neck. So you're trying to reach like the top of your head to the space between the hands. Like you are one of those extendo antennas that the old school, that's how old I am, cordless phones used to have. You pull out that metal antenna. Like your neck is that metal antenna. You pull gently, lengthening out of the shoulders. Let's take one more of these A series. So exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Walk or step, maybe jump, feet to hands. Inhale to your flat back. Once you get there, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, strong to the legs. Exhale, hands to the heart. Here we go again. Inhale, reach out and up. Hopefully starting to get a little bit warm. Exhale, dive in, forward fold. Inhale, flat, lengthen. Exhale, step back and lower. Take your own time for that flow. You can come to the floor for cobra with me if you want some up dog. Take it, take your up dogs. Using the upper body, using the upper the shoulders and the upper arms to pull back to open the chest. Exhale, back to down dog. Now here's your chance to make a little bit of noise. Take a big inhale in through the nose. And a big sigh out the mouth. Maybe stick out the tongue, let the jaw open wide, stretch the face. Notice how this feels different than your first down dog. Maybe a little warmer. A little more work in the breath, maybe. Let's build a little bit more heat. Do a little core work here. Option to do this on your knees, of course. So from here, inhale your right foot back and up behind you. And then rock forward to plank. Bring the knee to the nose, squeeze the belly, push the forward like you're rounding the upper back. Belly button to the sky. And then inhale, send the leg back and up behind you. Again, exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, send it back and up behind you. One more time, knee to nose, squeeze.
Inhale, send it back and up. And then lightly set that foot up to your hands. If it doesn't make it, you can drag it forward, heel, and the knee stacked. Broaden to the chest. Keep that space to the sides and back of the neck. Inhale here. Flowing through our hamstrings. Exhale, press the right leg towards straight. Doesn't have to get there. Be easy on yourself, especially early on. Inhale, back to your lunge. Exhale, press towards straight. Inhale, lunge. 2 more. Exhale, press towards straight. Inhale, lunge. Last one. Exhale, press towards straight. Inhale, lunge. Now stay in that lunge. Option to bring the knee down if you need some support here. Otherwise, lift the thigh up quite a bit. Keep your belly button pointing at the floor. Your hips pretty square. Hugging the right hip in toward the midline. Come to those left fingers, or maybe your block here. Great place to use a yoga block. We'll do some arm circles and twists. So inhale the right arm forward. Twist the body as we rotate the right arm around. Exhale, sweep it back and through. 3 more of those. Inhale, forward and open. Notice I'm trying to keep my hips as stable as possible. Exhale, back and through. It's almost impossible, but we're working on it. Inhale, open. Exhale, through. So we're getting some blood flow to the shoulder joints. Inhale, open. Exhale, flow through. This time, come back to your twist and hold for a few breaths. I'm trying to drop my right hip down and hug it in, right? It wants to kind of go all wonky to the side. We're trying to keep it connected in. I'm sealing my ribs in. So rather than back bending, I'm rotating that thoracic spine. And then turn both biceps toward the front of your mat here, opening across the collarbones. 2 more breaths. Last inhale. Set the block to the side. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower, maybe cobra, maybe up dog with me, where we just flip to the tops of the feet. Elbows stay bent, upper arms pull back, heart pulls forward, still lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Side number 2. You can do this part on your knees. Inhale the left foot back. Knee to nose, squeeze the belly. So this is core work. This is belly to the spine. Maybe even kiss the knee. Inhale, send it back and up, lift. Reach to the heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Push the floor away. Inhale, send it back and up. 1 more time, knee to nose. Inhale, back and up. Now, lightly with that strength, set the foot up to your hands. Drag it the rest of the way if it didn't make it. You can even use your block or blocks for this flow if you need more height for the fingers. Square off the hips, inhale. Exhale, left leg towards straight, doesn't have to get there. Think of the sit bone lifting to lead it. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, press towards straight. Ground the big toe mound of that foot. Inhale, lunge. 2 more. Exhale, press towards straight. Inhale, lunge. Last one. Exhale, press towards straight. Inhale, lunge. So back thigh lifts, or of course for support, bring the knee down, pat it up if you need to. Keep hugging that left hip back and in. On your fingertips or your block. Inhale, left arm forward. Rotate, keep the belly button to the floor, the arm circles. Exhale through. Again, inhale. So it's arm circle and spinal rotation. Exhale through. 2 more. Follow your breath. Doesn't have to be synced with me. I can't see it. I don't know where you're at. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it through. And then come back to your twist. Spin the biceps. So my palm, because of the rotation of my arm, starts to face toward the front of my mat, toward this window over here. Right, I draw my chin in, I lengthen the back of my neck, I absorb my ribs, and I breathe in that twist. Right leg, back leg active, thigh lifting up and less the knees down. Just a couple more breaths. Relax your jaw, your forehead. Next exhale, release the hand down, set the block to the side. Move through your flow. You can always skip it and go straight to down dog, or you can flow with me. Exhale, lower. Cobra or up dog. Inhaling there. Exhale, down dog. Hopefully we're getting warm. I can tell you, I've got like studio photography lights shining on me, so I'm really warm at this point. Practice yoga, studio light shine on you, it's fun. Lengthen your neck, broaden your collarbones, let's add on. So let's inhale the right foot back and up behind you. Exhale the right foot all the way up to your hands. And this time, stay on the back toes, feet hip width apart, ground the front heel, come up to crescent. Seal the ribs in, move the hips toward the front of your mat. So in crescent, my back heel is lifted, and that's what's giving me the freedom to square toward the front. All right, some of us, for balance, may modify with a warrior one, then don't worry about where the hips are. For me, crescent works better for my body, so that's what I always take. Lengthen to the back of the neck. Let's do this, actually. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Press your head toward your hands, not your hands toward your head. Seal the ribs in. We may have done this on Saturday, I don't remember. Seal the ribs in. We're using our hands to kind of encourage this lift to the occipital, the back of the skull. Press the head back, seal the ribs in, and then open the elbows like you're trying to touch them. It will never happen, but like you're trying to touch them behind the head. Chin stays level. Sink into your lunge, lift up out. 2 more breaths. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Move through your flow or skip it. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale the left foot back. Exhale, left foot up to your hands. Crescent pose, rise on up. So this softness of the back knee in crescent helps give slack so I can bring my pelvis more to neutral. I'm pulling my left hip back, my right hip forward, my ribs square to the front of the room. And that interlacing, do the awkward, opposite clasp behind the head. Press the head back toward the hands. Right. Open the elbows, seal the ribs in. I'm almost lifting the back of my skull off of my shoulders. Almost. It's just kind of a gentle suggestion. Sink into your lunge, seal the ribs in. Touch the elbows behind your back. What happened? There's a lot of work going on in the upper back, a lot of opening in the chest. Lengthen the neck. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Hands down, move through your flow. Skip it anytime. We're building a lot of heat so far. And back to down dog. Let's move on. Inhale the right foot straight back and up behind you. Exhale the right foot all the way up to your hands. Let's start with crescent pose. Inhale, rise on up. Then exhale, open up to warrior 2. Hi, now I get to face the camera. So we're still using the belly. Kind of knitting. I almost think like a corset. Maybe I watched too many episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race or something, right? It's like a corset almost. Core containment, that transverse abdominals wrapping around the whole rim to pelvis ridge, basically. And I'm sinking in my lunge. My arms can be out to the sides. Let's do this. Turn your palms up. Notice that action. For me, that gives external rotation. That helps my shoulders to broaden and expand. But when I do that, I also start to lose my rib cage. So as you do that, seal the ribs back in. Oh. If you want to do a mudra, chin mudra, great one for our time in the world right now. It's pointer finger and thumb coming together. Pointer finger represents the self, thumb represents the world. So it's that kind of mudra of connecting myself. Even though we're disconnected, we're connecting to the world, sending out that positive energy. Take one more inhale. Exhale, left hand behind the left leg, reach up with the right, reverse the warrior. It's not a bend, just like our side bends earlier. Think up, sink down, reach up. And I'm gonna do this option, it's optional. Grab the back of your skull, the occipital ridge, and lift and lengthen. So it's a gentle extending. My nose is kind of coming into my armpit. Maybe you haven't been using deodorant to save money because you're not going out in the world anyway, so maybe you're noticing something there, I don't know. Relax your jaw. We're just going to get out of the back of the neck, get some of that stress out of ourselves. 2 more breaths. Sink into your lunge. Open that right into the right. And then inhale, release the arm up. Exhale,
straighten the right leg. You can shorten your stance for triangle. I like about a leg length distance between my feet, like an equilateral triangle. That's what feels like a solid base for me. I'm going to use my block behind my shin. I like behind because I feel like it opens me up more. Think of a rotation in that right hip, the inner thigh spinning up, the outer thigh spinning back a little bit. As my hips sweep back, I lengthen to the top of the wall across from me, from the crown to the back foot, and I bring my right hand down. Right? If you're on a leg, don't lean on the leg, just keep it light. If you're on a block, any height, you can stack blocks for height. Press into it to lift out of yourself. Spin the biceps toward the front of the room. There's that external rotation again. Seal the ribs in. Optional addition to triangle for the neck and the shoulder. So look straight to the side of the room here. You gotta watch me from wherever your computer is, right? You can watch first, then come into it. We're gonna bring that left hand behind the back, toward the top of the thigh. Now, I've got long monkey arms, so I can reach the top of my thigh. But notice, I'm starting to arch my back a little bit, so I've got to seal my ribs in more to stabilize. I'm pressing my back toward the arm. And you'll notice my fingers kind of creep away a little bit, because I've given myself less space. That's where we want to be. Whether that hand reaches the thigh or not doesn't matter. So we're still looking to the side of the room. Maybe as an option, draw the right ear down toward the floor. Keep lifting out of that right arm. So I've kind of wound up this whole region of the side of the neck and the shoulder. If you feel numbness, tingling, electric, painful sensations, that means you hit nerves and you want to come out of that. Way out, look down, maybe release the arm as well. If you're feeling okay here, enjoy that side of the neck stretch. Keep scooping that right sit bone under you. Keep lifting out of that right arm, so we're not just leaning on it. 2 more breaths. Everybody to come out, look down, take the left arm up, pick yourself up with the left hand, and then let it go. Hands to the floor, step back to plank, and move through your flow. Exhale, lower. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Let's take a sigh, inhale through your nose. Whatever stress you got, let it go. Oh, who doesn't need that? Whew. All right, left side. Same thing, inhale the left foot back. Exhale up to your hands. Inhale, rise up for crescent pose. Exhale, warrior 2. So now you can see the back side of the poses. It can be helpful sometimes. Left heel to right arch is our traditional alignment. Some people like more space, heel to heel. Do what you need. But keep sinking into that left knee and opening the left knee to the left. So it's kind of moving toward the middle or pinky toe edge of the foot. Keep the back foot rooted. Outer edge, big toe mound, and that connection of that wrapping around transverse abdominals, the connection of the front, the rectus abdominis, the front abs, the 6-pack muscles. Let's turn the palms up again. Soften the shoulders down. Now, maybe while keeping the biceps and this bendy, the fleshy part of the elbow up, maybe just rotate from the wrist to turn the palms down. So we're trying to have this external rotation of the upper arm, but then we're pressing the palms back down as an option here. That's really our warrior 2 arm. Energy to the fingertips. Just a couple more breaths. Sink in as you root the back foot. Last inhale. Exhale, right hand behind the right leg, turn the left palm up, reach up, reverse warrior. Zip up the belly, keep space on the right side waist. Maybe find that occipital ridge and give some love. There's pressure points back here at the base of the skull. There's a lot of muscles connected there. And if you're comfortable, and if it feels good, you can even press some fingertips into a couple of those points to hopefully relieve some tension. Now, this is where our tension headaches come from. Relax your jaw. Sink and reach like you're lifting up to the elbow. Last few breaths here. Stay on your breath. The breath is the energy that connects us. to ourselves, and really to the world, because we all are breathing together. Next inhale, reach up. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Again, I'm going to shorten my stance a little bit. I'm going to take that block behind my left shin, and then drawing the hips toward the back of the mat as I reach up and out away from that back foot. Left hand comes down, any height your block. Reach up the fingertips, seal the belly in, breathe. So, triangle's enough. And those extra options are just that, options. Make sure the lower body stays the same. Tailbone toward the back heel, legs strong. Look to the side of the room. You may even be looking away from me at this point. I don't know. Shin in, back of the neck long. That work we've been playing with all day. Take that right hand behind the back. Maybe the hand comes to the top of the thigh. And if you are in a place where you can see the screen from here, I'm using my abs to press my back ribs back toward the arm, right here. I'm kind of puffing out that mid-back. And then I'm using my right shoulder to guide a little bit of thoracic ribcage rotation open. Yeah? So we keep that, gazes to the side of the room, back and neck so long, and maybe add that drop of the left ear toward the left shoulder. So again, really getting into the side of the neck and the shoulder here. Keep the rest of your triangle nice and strong. Check in with your breath. Imagine that the other yogis, there's about 30 of us today. Imagine that group of 30 of us breathing together, connecting from distance. On Saturday, I had people in Colorado, I had people in Texas. So we might have some friends from far and near here. Last 2 breaths. Remember, your way out is to look down. So next exhale, look down at the floor. Then release the right arm up. Let it pull you up to stand. And let it go. Hands to the floor. Step back to the plank. Clear it out with your flow. Or come to down dog, or maybe child's pose. We're going to take a little pause here. So when you're through with that flow, down dog or child's pose. Notice how things are flowing through you now. Relax your jaw. Slow down and reconnect with your breath. Awesome. If you are ready, you come back to down dog. From down dog, let's do it. We'll do a challenging transition for this one. Of course, I'll give some other options too. So inhale your right foot back. Exhale up between the hands. Rise up to crescent. Inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Now, right knee is forward, yeah? Warrior 2. Take your left elbow underneath your right elbow and hug your shoulders. Soften your shoulders down the back. This is enough. And then some of us will bring the palms up to touch for an eagle arm. Sink into your lunge, lift the belly. Right from the side it looks like this. I'm bringing my elbows up to shoulder height, but keeping my shoulders soft. My head wants to jut forward, so all that work we've been playing with, chin down, head back. Let that headrest of your car really gently, yeah? A couple transitions to our balance from here. The hard one is this. Look forward, find a gazing point. Stay in a bent right knee, and bring your left knee up and over to eagle pose. Big toe on, off, or wrapping. The easier transition is just to come out of your warrior and just bring the left knee on top and take it from there, yeah? So eagle pose, you can keep your big toe on the floor. You can also keep your big toe on your block. That gives us a little bit more height, and that big toe down helps us balance, yeah? You can also just freely balance. You can also wrap the pose. If it's hurting your knees or hips or causing you to twist, unwrap. No need to force any kind of wrap. Right, so the arms are wrapped, the legs are wrapped.
Elbows lift, shoulders soften, belly strong. Seal the belly in. Belly button toward the spine. The ribs seal in. Just a few breaths here. Relax your jaw, relax your gaze, your eyes. Ride the wobbles and bobbles, right? That's part of the practice. Wobbling, bobbling, falling. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go, unwind. We need a little shake out. Right, yoga. Definition of the Yoga Sutra is finding calm in the chaos. So we come to this chaotic pose where we're bound up and we're restricted and we're balanced and we're wobbling. And we breathe. And we try to calm. Right? It may be a smaller chaos than real life, but it's a tool. We're learning to manage, to move through chaos. Let's do the other side. Hands to the heart, exhale. Inhale, circle the arms, reach out and up. Exhale, dive in, forward fold. Halfway inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank, move through your flow or straight to down dog. Take your time. Let your breath lead you, guide you. And then from down dog, left side, inhale the left foot back. Exhale, left foot all the way up between the hands. Crescent pose, rise, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Find your footing first. Look straight the way your chest is pointing, so I'm looking straight away from you right now. And then right elbow, opposite elbow underneath, soften the shoulders. So you got the hug. It's like a fake makeout session, right? Maybe the palms come up to touch. And you can see here, my shoulder blades are getting broad here. That's kind of the key to this pose. I'm still lengthening through the back of my neck, right, as I lift up through the elbows. So I'm not letting it crunch up or collapse. I'm still kind of pulling the elbows forward, drawing the shoulders down, small position. Transition, right? You can come out of your warrior and then set up the legs, or you can step, look forward, step into it from warrior. I have a little tap down on the way, that's perfectly fine. Toe on the floor or block or lifted or wrapping around the shin. The more you sit down, the more you bend your knees and sink into it, the more your thighs work for one, but also the easier to balance because you're lowering your center of gravity. Yeah? Try to stay upright with this one though, today. So we're really focused on what's happening in the shoulders. Lift the elbows, soften the shoulders. Pull the fingers just like a centimeter away from you. Chin level, head back, breathe. Ribs seal in, still. Sit down, lift up. Garudasana, eagle pose. Calm in the chaos. Whether those 30 other yogis are still working here side by side with you. Last couple breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, unwind. And we'll shake out. That's it for standing today. We're going to flow back down to the floor at this point. So reground. Regroup your breath. Palms together, exhale. Last big flow, inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, dive in, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold, hands come down, either to down dog or through your vinyasa flow, take your time. Back to down dog, notice that size, inhale through the nose. Make some noise. Can't help myself. Nice. From here. Well, let's do these. Yeah. Inhale the right foot back and up behind you. I'm bringing a blanket underneath myself, so I have some padding. Exhale the right foot up between your hands, and we're going to bring the back knee down. Come to the top of that back foot. Bring your hands inside the right foot. Now, there's a tendency to want to just collapse into this and sink in.
A lot of times that means we're in our joints and we're kind of like letting the thigh bone fall out of the socket, we're overdoing or compressing in a joint, something like that. So I like to do a little resistance kind of up, out of it. I'm almost lifting my butt up and trying to get this left thigh bone up into its socket a bit. From there, right knee stays above the right shoulder. And then, maybe my block, maybe the floor, I come down on my forearms. You also can stay on the hands. You can also elevate the hands to your block. So whatever you've got, inside that right leg. I come down on my forearms and my block. I soften my shoulders. I lengthen my heart forward and I breathe. This is lizard pose. So now we're getting some of that outer hip, possibly the front of the left thigh as well. Good times. We've been sitting a lot. We've been working a lot of shoulders today, but the hips, they're one of our other stress holding places. We've been doing a lot of shoulder and hip work lately. Let that stuff out. Counteract our new lifestyles. Last few breaths here. For that interconnectedness of your breath. Send that positive energy out to all those connections that you have in the world. And from here, carefully walk yourself up. If you got that block, you can set it aside or use it for Ardha Hanuman. Shift the hips back, flex the foot, lift the heart up and forward. So we're not coming down toward the leg necessarily. Some of us may get there, but that's not the direction. Think of up out of yourself. Like my heart's lifting up and forward. My sit bones are lifting up and back. Right, so I'm coming out of that rounding and into length. And of course, those blocks can bring you higher. Might be nice. If you only have one, I've seen people do it this way, right inside the leg, horizontally here in front of you. That extra support can be nice. Basically just lengthens your arms, gives you more space. And then breathe. You got our hamstrings, our calves. You can flex the foot more, pull the toes back toward your face. Soften through. Nice. From here, rock forward. Step back. If you want a vinyasa, so take it. Otherwise, you can be with me and just go straight to down dog. Getting ready for side 2. So for side 2, inhale the left foot back. Exhale the left foot all the way up to your hands. Bring that back knee down. I've got my blanket for padding. You can fold over your yoga mat, a towel, whatever you need to do. I scoot my left foot a little bit to the left to bring my left hand inside. Knee over heel. I resist a little bit up and back. I keep hugging the knee into the shoulder. And then it's not down, it's lengthening it forward, and that brings me down. I put my forearms on the block. You can come forearms to the floor, hands to block. Where is it for you? If you don't have a block, I said this last time, but if you don't have a block, books, thick book, boxes that are going to collapse. And maybe an inappropriate joke of a toilet paper roll is a good, right? If you have it, the circle facing up, could be a good block. We went to Costco before all this happened, so fortunately we were well stocked in that area. And then my son decided to take the toilet paper from his bathroom and make a racetrack out of it. So he just unrolled the roll and snaked it around his bedroom floor, so that was fun. I was like, he doesn't understand. He doesn't know. That's when we come back to our breath, right? When whatever those stresses are, those things that fire us up, can we take this practice from the mat into those situations? That's why we keep coming back to the mat. We keep breathing. We keep practicing to hopefully train a routine. It's not perfect. It's work. It's constant. It's always there. All right, carefully bring yourself up. Pressing the floor. Ardha Hanuman, shift the hips back. Flex that left foot. Use your block or your fingertips, whatever you got. Lift your heart up and forward and draw your shoulders back. Expand your chest. Breathe. Hamstrings, calves. Keep
the neck long, the chin in slightly. Is there a place that you're gripping that you could soften? Are you lengthening your heart and forward enough? And connecting that breath. It's like Disney Channel's High School Musical. We're all in this together. Awesome. From here, carefully rock forward, plant that front foot. Step back. If you want one more vinyasa, you can take it. Otherwise, come to down dog. And then from here, let's come onto our back. So you can just find your way there. If you're an eager beaver yogi like me, you can jump through your hands. Right, I'm going to look forward in front of my fingertips. I'm going to bend my knees. And then maybe hop through and land. That was a little bit of a rough landing there. And then come onto your back. Let's take a few bridges. So on your back, feet about hip width apart. Barely able to just scrape the backs of the heels with the middle fingernails. And then pull your belly button to the floor. You can kind of see here, I'm starting with this action. You can see my pelvis tilting a little bit, and then from there, one vertebrae at a time, rolling up into bridge. Caution, once you're going in, keep your gaze and your focus straight up toward the ceiling. Rolling up into bridge, hands can stay. They can interlace behind the back. Maybe bringing the upper arms a little closer together to help lift the chest. Breathe. All right, rather than increasing the shape, enhance the experience while you're here. Deepen the breath while you're here. Just 2 more, round 1. And exhale, release. 1 vertebrae at a time, rolls down. Pause, keep your feet planted, keep your knees bent. Just find your breath here. And we'll take 1 more round. Plant those feet. Roll yourself up. If you're interlacing, switch the clasp. To the awkward one, open the chest, breathe. Jaw soft. As we move into this kind of cool down, wind down phase of our practice, keep connecting with your breath. Keep drawing into yourself, feeling and experiencing the practice. And keep imagining that interconnectedness with all of us here together today. Sending that love and light to the world. 1 more inhale. Exhale, release the hands, roll your spine down. Hug your knees into your chest, and we roll around a little bit there. Nice, and from here, thread the navel pose. We cross the right ankle over the left thigh. I open that knee and the foot away from me. So this foot is flexed and the outer foot pressing away from me. And then from there, you can even stay right here, or you can bring that in behind the thigh, behind the shin, whatever's most comfortable. I can press my elbow for a little more into the inner thigh to help open the right knee forward. One thing that tends to happen is the butt tries to roll up as you bring the knees in. Don't worry about how close they get. Roll the tailbone down to the floor. Soften the shoulders down to the floor. We get our outer hips here. We get some softness. A lot of patience. Deep breath. Patience, what's that? That's how being locked in the house with a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old really shows you where you're lacking in patience. That's why this time here, for all of us together on the yoga mat, is so important, I think. Release that, switch sides. Left ankle over right thigh, flex the foot, hug it in. Soft shoulders. Again, tailbone rolls down to the floor. Left foot is flexed, that left knee opening away from you toward the front of your mat. Instead of deepening the pose, deepen the experience while you're here. Connect more, breathe more. Last few breaths. And let that go. Bring knees to the center. Let's take happy baby. Knees toward the ceiling, heels toward the ceiling, knees toward the armpits. Grab feet, ankles, shins, knees, whatever you got. Tailbone still wants to lift up, so roll it back down. Soften the shoulders down. Breathe. What else can you soften, right? Is your forehead, your eyebrows gripping? Are your nostrils flaring? Is your jaw clenching? Is your mind trying to grip one of the distracting thoughts that came in? Can you observe the thought without attachments? So hard to do. Awesome, bring those knees back in. Keep the right knees and the left leg to the ground. Take the right arm to the right. Another right knee across into the spinal twist. Soften the shoulders down. Just let it fall where it falls. At this point, nothing left to see, so feel free to close your eyes. And then back to the center. And switch it up. Hug the left knee in, send the right leg out. Left arm left, left knee right, spinal twist. And gently, gently back to the center. Hug both knees in the middle. Give yourself a big squeeze. Give yourself gratitude for your work. Inhale there. And exhale, Shavasana. Let yourself go. The feet extend out, the feet flop open. Arms out alongside you, palms can turn up. Nothing to do. Nothing to think. Just feeling connected to your breath, the space around you, the floor beneath you. And enjoying the space of calm and stillness.
And slowly let your breath start to deepen. Travel movement, slowly goes to fingers and toes. Circles, wrists and ankles, maybe a turn of the head. When you feel ready, turn your knees into your chest. And carefully make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Draw your palms together at your heart, draw your chin down to your chest. Imagining your fellow yogis here together, how connected we are in this moment in each breath. And the sound of Om in yoga is in one way used to signify the sound of the universe, the interconnectedness of every sound, everything coming together. So you can Om with me today, or just sit there. As you're ready, take a big inhale. Thank you all for joining me today. Om Shanti Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Feel free to leave a comment down below. You can subscribe. I'll be doing more videos here and there. You can also follow me on Facebook, Yoga Trevor on Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram, Yoga Trevor on there as well, or my website, www.yogatrevor.com. Hope to see you in class again soon.